Gratitude. Gratitude is the conscious recognition of the miracle of you, your existence. What a gift you are to life. Life would not be the same without you. The confidence to consciously and consistently recognize that in this now moment through your everyday waking life. Life needs that from you. That authenticity, that recognition, the gentle recognition. We're not talking about arrogance here. Being aware, being a healing presence, being a compassionate presence, an empathetic presence, a mature presence, doing the heavy emotional lifting and transmutation of the energies that are allowing for the great liberation of this species. We're going to get into the sacred nature of humanity today. Here's what's necessary, beloved. It's necessary that you allow for love to drive. It sounds very cliche. I know it. When you're in stress and things are chaotic, and there's doubt and worry and questions and a lack of confidence, fear, this is a soul consumed and allowing the mind, the ego, the source of chaos and confusion to drive their experience. When your chest is out, when your shoulders are back, when your head is straight, completely open. This is what it looks like when you allow love to drive, when you allow your heart to drive. There's been tons of pain, tons of suffering. Many of the defense mechanisms that we've developed over our time here are second nature to us now. They forgot how to allow love to drive because we've been so consumed with the pain, so consumed with defending ourselves from the idea of being hurt. It seems risky. It seems very risky because there's doubt and things that we feel that we need to watch out for. And us watching out for these things and preparing for these things or preparing for the worst and having plan Bs and all of these defense mechanisms for so long has seemed to be the responsible thing to do. But now we're in this space where we recognize that preparing for what we do not want is not smart, it's not mature, and it's definitely not responsible. With this energy, not only are we scared of getting hurt, we also steal the opportunity for us to truly enjoy the things that are in front of us, to truly enjoy the miracle of life, to enjoy the blessings. We deprive ourselves of actually enjoying what life is providing us. We pray for things and we dedicate so much energy into planting the seeds of intention, and when these things appear, when they manifest themselves, the celebration of the manifestation is short-lived because we're scared of losing the blessing then. As soon as we manifest it, we get scared of losing it. You know where the strength is in being authentic? I'm just gonna be crude. The idea of being butt naked. It takes strength to get butt naked in front of everybody. It does. Because there's a strong possibility of being rejected. All loving, open-hearted souls are extremely polarizing. Why? It's like the old adage goes, you either love them or hate them. They let it all hang out. They're not scared of being themselves. They express themselves. They enjoy what they enjoy, and they avoid what they're not interested in. It's not easy. Absolutely, it's not easy just to get butt naked. I mean, emotionally, beloved. But it requires courage. to the core, very high vibrational to be your absolute self. How dare you be ashamed of what God made? As if there's a mistake. How dare the mind and its immaturity be ashamed of what God made? Life needs you, beloved. Life needs you. Life needs you. The absolute, honest to God you. That's what life needs. That's what your family needs. That's what your kids need. That's what your community needs. We speak to you from the heavens. This is what heaven needs. We're observing humanity in hopes of the courage, the strength, the confidence, the trust in oneself in order to open the heart to show the galaxy what God made and what's possible when the soul truly, absolutely, unconditionally accepts itself. Chest out, shoulders back, head up straight, with dignity, with pride, like real royalty. The most loving souls, the leaders of the new earth, like you love yourself. As an example, beloved, you don't think they're looking at you. You don't think they're observing you. Show the world what unconditional love looks like, what leadership looks like, what self-love looks like. Unconditional love, it's a paradox. Here's how unconditional love works. Unconditional love is only experienced through you experiencing or observing something that seems to be unlovable. Process it. Look at it. Take it apart. Unconditional love is only experienced through you observing that which seems to be unlovable. Once you're able to love that which seems to be unlovable, that which doesn't resonate, that which you don't agree with, you liberate yourself. These are opportunities for you to love that which you don't resonate, the observation of the things that seem to be a curse, the utter disrespect or stupidity or ignorance or deception or hateful, demonized, whatever the hell you observing. These are the opportunities for you to show life what it looked like. These are the tools. They're assisting you in growth. They're assisting you in expanding your life. How do you get big? How do you get big? You got to lift weights. You got to lift weights to get big. And life is presenting you with the weights necessary for you to get big, to get beautiful, to be loving, to be unconditional, to be like God on the planet Earth, to be yourself. It's not all bad, beloved. Take it easy on yourself. Once again, we all need a hug because it's a lot. But understand, it is so worth it. You have no idea what's in front of you, what's around the corner, what's beyond the horizon. You have no idea. I promise you. You know, some of the most special people in our lives are doing the absolute same thing. They're carrying out the same function. The same function. Some of the most important people that hold the dearest connections with us, they trigger these emotions. That's a part of their job. That's a part of their mission. That's a part of their soul contract in relation to who you are. Some of the most important people, some of the most genuine, deepest connections that we have on this planet with other physical souls, these souls trigger these energies within you. Soulmates. An idea that's so misunderstood. Twin flames, an idea that's so misunderstood. That's a part of their job. Soulmates trigger you with some of the deepest ugliness and things that resonate with you the least. But you share such an inexplicable connection. However, they trigger some of these polarities within you that just bring out a sense of discomfort. Why is that? They trigger these polarities within you so you can access the level of unconditional love that's necessary. Beyond explanation, you could never get to another soul as close as you do via these souls. These souls trigger this energy within you. They're assisting you. Once again, there's no one in your reality that's not serving you, beloved. No one. At this juncture in our journey, understand something. You've all reached a new level of receptivity as a species. The sun is transmuting or transmitting a higher vibrational frequency of healing to each and every one of you. You are the gatekeepers. Your ability to be receptive and receive the graces of such an energy is in your ability to remain objective, to remain balanced, to remain beyond choosing sides. Amongst the dramas of humanity, regardless of how much you feel justified and the depth of whatever distortion is taking place, or fair or unfair, good or bad, all of the judgment placement, beyond all of that drama, your receptivity and representation of the light is in your ability to remain objective, to remain unconditionally loving, to remain balanced, to remain at home. This is where you're receptive. This is where you represent the light. Of course, many of us feel like it's a battle or war versus good and evil. I just ask a logical question. What does God look like fighting? What does God look like fighting? Who? Who does God have to fight? Where is my opponent? Where is God's opponent? Consider that. Omnipotent, omnipresent. Where's God's opponent? There is none. This is a hologram, beloved. When you get out of your head, you can truly stay on your space, stay in your truth or square, represent justice, allow yourself to remain in a space of balance and observe, and allow the darkness to dissolve. Darkness doesn't have a principle. When you walk in a dark room, when you flip the switch, the light ain't got to do nothing. The light just come on. So the illusion that there's a war taking place is a fallacy. It's based in illusion. To play in the illusion is to remain confused, to remain within the playing field on the small game board. There's only divine order. Don't nothing happen without infinite intelligence. Ain't nothing out of place. Don't nothing happen unless God say so. Nothing. Even the situations that we may feel that there's a victim involved, there are no victims. We just express the ugliness that's being presented and paraded all throughout life, especially amongst you in your life. Understand, these are the weights that are meant to make you bigger, to get you to groom you into representing the truth of who you are. As a child, I recall the things that happened to me in my childhood. And as I think about them and reconsider them in this now moment, I wouldn't change a motherfucking thing. I wouldn't change anything about anything that happened to me in my life. Why? Because now I'm grown. Now I'm big. Now I'm unstoppable. Now I get to enjoy what God has made. Now I I wouldn't change that for the world. Hindsight's 2020. It may have seemed like it during the time you were going through the experience, but later you realize what it was all about. And once again, life is smarter than you. Life is smarter than this. All the time we use and energy we use to complain about our situation and circumstances and woe is me and these people doing this and they don't want to see us rise and they don't want to see us this and them people trying to do the blah blah. Bro, God don't make no mistakes. And all that's being presented to you is being presented because you have the strength to transmute that energy. These experiences are clear indicators of the importance that you have to life, the nature and intensity of your mission, of your work. They're clear indicators of your importance. There's only love. Sometimes the love is tough. But guess what? Tough love comes to those who's supposed to wear crowns. The king's path's supposed to be tough. The queen's path supposed to be hard. So consider yourself blessed, seeing from this space of objectivity. Seeing the whole game board, it requires maturity. What are leaders good at? Leaders are good at solving problems. Leaders are born problem solvers. I'm being presented with all the situations and circumstances and everything that I need to work with in order to groom myself to stand up front, to go first. I'm being groomed to stand up front and show the people what it is that we're here to do, what God about. It's called the honor duty. The honor is in the responsibility. God, chest out, shoulders back, head straight. God wouldn't ask you to do it unless he knew you could do it. Sometimes it's necessary to embrace the fire that's the foundation of your confidence. We need that right now. In order for you to have the strength, the confidence to do this work, to not doubt yourself or worry or second guess or walk around like you're scared of life, you're scared of getting hurt, you're scared your blessings gonna go away, you're scared all the things that you prayed for and asked for get taken away from you, that you have the confidence to know that you're worthy, to know that you wouldn't have the responsibility if it was not meant for you, if you didn't have the strength to do it, if you weren't blessed to do that type of work, if you didn't have the experience, if you weren't qualified to do this work. There's nothing that's not serving the whole, and there's nothing in the whole that's not serving you. Nothing. There's no such thing as a waste of time. Everything is in service. Everything you do is a service, and everything in your life is serving you. Everything. Worrying about how you can help and what you can do to be proactive is not helping. Worrying about what you can do and how you can be of service is not helping. It's a misallocation of your imagination, your manifestation energies. Plant the seeds, follow your heart, be open, understand that this hologram, everything is by design. Everything is happening like it's supposed to. The compass is your excitement, your enthusiasm, what brings you joy. Never do things out of obligation because you feel like it's the right thing to do, or that's what a light worker would do, or indigo, or that's what spiritual people do. Don't do things out of obligation, because you don't do things out of obligation because it don't come from the right place. It's not serving you. But everything that you do, we recognize energetically. Everything that you do, we observe energetically. So when you do things from your head, or you have ulterior motives, or it's some type of covert contract where you're doing something and you expect some particular outcome to come back, but you're not saying nothing about it, this is clear as day. If the space you're doing it from a space of unconditional love, you don't have expectations of that particular service, and it's a part of your joy and excitement on your natural path, an integrated aspect of your natural experience, of course. Beautiful. Once again, you help others through healing yourself. Forgiveness, compassion, and acceptance. Inside, then outside. Take a step back. See it from a higher perspective. Take yourself out of that picture and take a couple steps back. Take a couple dimensional steps up and observe yourself. Give yourself the compassion that's necessary. Give yourself a hug. Let yourself know it's okay. We're going to work through this. Gentleness is the way of the heavens. The bigger you get, the more gentle you are with yourself. The more loving you are with yourself. The more compassionate you are with yourself. Big dogs are gentle, calm, relaxed, love. We operate from the depths of source, unbothered. Turn home. We're talking about liberation, beloved. Service. You're providing the most assistance through your ability to accept these souls. Believe in them. And showing them everything that life showed you before you woke up. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your process. Allow life to naturally unfold the healing process for you. We're not going to guilt you into submission or making you repent like they do at church and you need to get baptized and all of a sudden I'm supposed to get dipped in some water and now I change and I'm different, and that's not sustainable. That's not real healing. That's suppression. That's where fake woke come from. There's no room to fake here. You can't fake this. And the only way you're really going to heal is through embracing the process, accepting yourself, and allow life to show you. Allow your body to show you. Allow your situations to show you. Accept yourself in the moment, but you must allow life to show you what's necessary. There can't be some inspirational quotes out and do all this superficial crap and end up suppressing yourself. Flowers and butterflies and rainbows, and deep down you got all this stuff in your closet. You're tap dancing. It don't work like that, beloved. Once you come to this place, then you're experiencing a deeper level of unconditional self-love. This is the energy that connects you with a soulmate. Unconditional self-love, because guys, we just talked about that. Unconditional love has to be established within oneself first for those connections to be sustained. This is the journey. Inside, then outside. Eyes off the scoreboard, eyes on the field. We playing ball now. You're in the game. And when I say scoreboard, I'm talking about looking at other people and everybody Instagram pictures and where they going and what they doing and what they eating and all this stuff, or comparing yourself to people and what they got and what this person got, or who they think they are and all that. That's the scoreboard. Eyes off of them folks, all that stuff. Inside. This is the playing field. This is where you heal. This is where your blessings are. This is where you manifest your dreams. This is where you manifest all the things that you came here to do. Through here, we balling now. Coach, put me in the game. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. You're in the game now. Stop spectating. Play ball. Heal. Look yourself in the mirror when you get up in the morning. Serve. Smile. Be kind. Look people in the face when you're walking down the street. Say hello. You in the game now. You on God's team. Ball. Show them how to play. Y'all got to understand this. This is all coming from a place of love. Without blinking an eye, we love y'all. We know why you're here. You were selected to be here. And because of that, the passion and the glory of what we know about you is necessary to be expressed. And emotionally, mentally, you've been getting beat up for a long time about who you're not. But because of that, you have the faculty to make great change in record time. You can change everything today if you wanted to. We take great joy in seeing you take your power back each and every day. Great joy. It just has to be embodied, and it can't be fake. It can't be fake. We're talking about rapid spiritual weight loss, and it can't be fake. You have the faculty to do it. We know you do. We're looking at it. Earth humanity as a whole has been oppressed for millions of years. Yes, I said millions of years. You kept yourself in oppression and captivity for millions of years through attempting to fight yourself out of oppression. You feed what you fight, beloved. You feed what you fight. It doesn't work like that, as you're starting to understand. We had that conversation before, and it's so easy to fight. So easy to fight. But the programming is that strength is in fighting. Strength is in punching people in the face, or going out and marching and trying to force people. It don't work like that. You're energetic beings, and whatever you give your energy to, you feed. Any of you ever seen a Chinese finger trap? You know how the lock works? Through force. Brilliant. Over and over and over again, getting teased into maintaining your enslavement. That's your mainstream media's number one apparatus. To parade, to tease you into reinforcing your own bondage. With light, darkness disappears. Real crude hood analogy. Come to the hood with me real quick. Some of y'all who've been to bad neighborhoods before, you can resonate. But those of you who haven't, pay attention. Ed, you're in the neighborhood and you're walking and just radiating fear. You're attracting trouble. More than likely, you're going to get robbed. Somebody going to stop you. They're going to ask you where you from, what you doing around here. Do you know somebody around here? What you doing around here? What you in the hood for? You can smell it. It's actually an instinct. You come around with a bunch of fear, the dog's gonna sniff you. They gonna smell you. They gonna sniff you out, and they coming at you. What you doing around here? I done been to the craziest blocks humanity has to offer. But I walk with confidence. I love myself. I love people. I'm not scared. I don't walk around with my heart closed and my shoulders down, looking down on the ground, and attempting to cover myself with my arms folded across my heart. This is fear. And when a person sees that fear coming from you, of course, they're coming at you. As you raise your frequency and you radiate more love and confidence and calm and trust in yourself, I mean, you're not even visible. They don't see you because you're on another spectrum of existence. You're on another plane of existence. You disappear to the dark when you operate from a place of love. They can't bother you. Yes, the human saga and all the things that have happened and taken place, of course, they come with some stipulations. There are many things that we've had to go through as a species to get to this point. However, now, in this space, in this energy, in this vibration, in this fabric of existence, in this reality completely different. And in this reality, we have the ability to choose freedom. Your time here has been about seeing those distortions. It's been about seeing that suffering. It's been about seeing that pain. Seeing things that seem so unfair. To feel a lack of trust. To not trust anybody. To attempt to isolate yourself. You're here to experience all of that. But amongst all of that stuff, amongst all of that pain, all that suffering, all those emotions, all that distortion, it was in your ability to still feel good about yourself, to know where it comes from, to know the difference. It was necessary to feel and see and experience all of that stuff that's not who you are, and to return to yourself and actually know good, to know who you are, to know love, to come home after all that time and know the absolute truth. Because regardless of what's going on in the illusion, it's you who are the foundation of the experience, and you who get to decide the vibe of life. You get to decide the reality that you live in. We feel that it's necessary to relate to you the nature of your origin. And we're not necessarily talking about the extraterrestrials amongst you. We're talking about the nature of the human species in general. The human body vehicle, Earth humanity, is the product of many, many generations of extraterrestrial engineering. Several star nations, all working together. This form was designed to be able to house an immense amount of source energy. The highest amount of source energy that could be embodied in any humanoid form in the physical. It was designed specifically for that purpose. It took generations to develop the human body. Of extraterrestrial expertise from many, many star nations all throughout the multiverse to develop the perfection of the human form. That's what was necessary to come up with such a design. This is very serious for us. This is the realest reality that exists on planet Earth. This ascension that we're talking about. This is the absolute realest reality that there is. It's the most valid reality. The many souls focus on a myriad or plethora of different things that are taking place amongst the dramas of planet Earth, but once again, on a spiritual level, to Prime Creator, the foundation of your existence as a soul, as a species, this is the absolute most important reality that there is. Understand that collaboration is the way of the future. Unity. That's your destiny. That's the destiny of this species. Acceptance and collaboration and union with those that you don't agree with. Those that do things that you never do. Those that say the things that you would never say. Understand the more that you get this, the more that you get this, and we're talking about a full embrace, a full embodiment, a practice on a daily basis of recognizing what unity means. The more you get this, the easier your path will be. The easier your path will be. We're giving you the keys, beloved. We're giving you the keys. Let love drive. Your ability to embody and acclimate to the nature of unity will allow a graceful, gentle experience to unlock for you. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. Those continuing to resist and project a bunch of judgment and they side and then choosing sides, it ain't gonna get no easier for them, for sure. Tension, of course. We're going to stumble. We're going to argue and debate and get caught up in some drama and choose sides and want to fight and all the things that we talked about. We're going to want to do those things. They're still there. We're healing. They're still there. We're not talking about a perfect reality. We accept you for who you are now. We recognize that you're on the path of healing. Your intentions are wholesome. Understand something. It's in your ability to continue to reach each and every day that's allowing you to heal. So as long as you keep reaching and you keep loving yourself, you keep forgiving yourself, this is where unconditional love has its foundation in your ability to continue to forgive yourself each and every day. You're going to fall for it. I got it. You're going to fall for it a couple times. But it's in your ability to open your heart, forgive yourself, and keep reaching. You're going to get it. You can do this. You wouldn't be here if you could not do this. Have the support that you need. When you feel at a loss, call on us. It's a part of our evolution to be able to assist you. We're eagerly waiting to assist you. Mature souls that are wise enough to recognize they have a whole entourage of angels walking with them who are eager to assist them, to share with you what we see, what we know, what will make your path smoother, to make the choices that are in aligned with your greatest joy. Only the most confident and mature souls are willing and able to take advantage of this advantage that they have, to see beyond their bills, to see beyond their job, to see beyond the TV. Some people believe in the news more than they believe in us. Actually, most people believe in the news before they believe in us. That's okay. The love is unconditional. Once again, don't nothing move unless God says so. Nothing moves outside of infinite intelligence. You serve all and all serves you. And who we are the angelic realms of the Galactic Council of the Galactic Federation of Light, and who I am humbly as your commander, Ashtar. We love you.